Now that I'm actually looking for someone, I just want to be loved.
In China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 攞底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold.
I just want to be loved and to love someone and to feel secure and safe and respected and oh my god.
What am I doing here right now?
Now, this is a sad story, but ladies, you have to understand, a lot of the time you bring this on yourself. People call it pretty privilege, but it does not last forever. A lot of women don't understand that it comes to a point where your looks will fade. That's just reality. Time is against you. And men, we don't get old. We just go broke. I say it all the time. Men, we don't get old. We just go broke. Men, we don't get old. We just go broke. And that just means that men, we don't have an expiry date because we could always go and get money. And I've been a young man, 18, 19, early 20s, and I've seen the women of my age going and dating older men, more successful men. This is just a fact of life. This is what men have to deal with. And as women age, they don't have these same opportunities with these men because the men are always going to be looking for the youthful women.
I just want to be loved and to love someone and to feel secure and safe and respected, and the men I've been entertaining do not want to provide that for me. Like, oh my god, what am I doing here right now?
Only reason she's talking about this right now is because this was a successful man. This was a high status man. And she thought she had a shot. This is something a lot of women don't understand. You could look good. You could look great. But that doesn't mean that men will choose you. That doesn't mean that men will really invest in you long term. A lot of women that have male attention, they think that they could secure a relationship at any point. This is not the case. A lot of these men, they'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll take you out a couple times just to smash. But they're not trying to be with you. They're not trying to have a long-term relationship with you. She is now realizing that because of how she has branded herself, she's a sex symbol. She's an object. She has objectified herself. And while she thought this was good advertising to secure a high-status man because of her looks, these high-status men are not looking for these flashy types of women. And men will tell you this over and over, but you'll have a lot of women, older women, that will lie to young women. These older women are not honest with these young women. And they're leading these young women astray because they have gone through this. There are a lot of 50, 60, 40, even late 30s women. They've gone down this exact same path. But they will still mislead the young women into thinking that they can party it up, live it up, be a strong, independent woman, only working on their career, not learning how to be a wife, per se. And they think that just because of their looks, they're going to secure a high-status man. This is not how it works. High-status men want to reproduce. High-status men, the reason they are high-status is because of their drive, their ambition, a lot of the time their intellect. These men want to reproduce themselves. They want offspring. They want a legacy. They don't want a woman who doesn't want children. They don't want a woman who is independent. They don't want a woman who's doing her own thing, who's caught up in a business lifestyle, who's caught up in her career. They want a woman who's a wife, who will raise their children. And this is not to degrade women. This is because these men want a legacy. And these are the types of women that these men seek out. So a lot of these women go down this path and they think that they can secure one of these high status men, successful men, by only concentrating on their outward exterior aesthetic, their looks. And all that will happen is they will just keep aging and eventually end up brokenhearted. Pump and dump. It's sad but true.
They might fight me.